Ladies and gentlemen, it's your number one pickleball creeper, Colin Smythe, coming to you live from Virginia Beach. And this is number 6 in my Pickleball Proof series. What we have here is the hottest chick, well, hottest combined with most talented pickleball player. You can now consider her number 1 in the world. One might make that argument. Lucy Kovalova. And I don't know how to put this, but I'm such a creep. Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. The best, I mean, this is the best, what can I tell you? This is the best pickleball video on the internet. And you'll know what I mean as soon as I hit play. But anyways, this is 2 years ago, courtesy of Chasing Dill. And you've got Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova versus Keenan Gore and Renee Riff. Of course, Matt Wright nearly won, I think he won U.S. Open in mixed and men's. And, well, let's just say he's one of the top 5 pickleballers, I would say, in the world. And Keenan Gore is a 5-0 from the Midwest, and Renee Riff, I think, is a 4-5 from the Midwest, maybe 5-0. I'm not sure. And of course, Kovalova, like I just said, used to be people considered Simone Jardim as the number 1 women's player, but recently there's an argument that Kovalova is number 1 because she beat her in nationals. Anyways, let's just get started. And I'll try not to perv out too much. All right. So this match, I've seen this before. You'll see kind of in the early days, Matt Wright and Kovalova have almost a kamikaze style. Matt Wright, of course, can play the soft game very well, but he can also play the kamikaze style, which you'll see, where they, Gore and Riff also like to play kamikaze here. So basically, this match is really, they're just going at each other most of the time, just seeing who can slam it and react the hardest. Let's get started. Here we go. Let me adjust the sound. I believe that's, oh, this is just a warm-up. Just a warm-up. Yes. Helps to be tall in pickleball, and Kovalova has that going for her. So does Wright. Let's turn this down a little bit. So here we go. Let the games begin. Thank God for yoga pants. It looks like, okay, so they're going to serve. Here we go. Third shot, too high. Wright misses the crush. Third shot, Gore. Oh, third shot drive, and then a slam. So Gore with a nice third shot caught Kovalova by surprise to her backhand. She pops it up, and he finishes. So this is 2-0 here. Nice return. Pops the third. Kovalova almost runs over Wright, off balance. And the 5th, or is that the 7th? Riff can't creep up after the 7th, misses her shot. And just a lucky return off the top of the net there. I I think it's still 0-2. Hard third. Not much of a return. Great reactions by Wright off the crush by Gore, and a great save by Gore. Soft. Gore goes hard to Kovalova, but she's ready for it. You're not going to see much dinking in this game. It's just bang, bang. Hard third after a short return, and Gore can't handle it. Right into the net. Misses his fourth. Another short return and a hard third handled by Riff, and then she pops it up. Right goes at her feet. It's over. Now, folks, what you want to do, first of all, a couple mistakes here. Let's see. A couple mistakes. What do we got here? Here's a couple mistakes made by the other team. A short return, generally a bad idea, because it just makes it that much easier for your opponent to get up to the net. And then if your opponent does hit a hard third, you still want to try to keep them back. So you have a hard third there, and she just kind of flubs it back to the kitchen. At least she didn't pop it up, but generally on someone's third shot, unless it's rifled like right over the net, you want to try to punch it back and keep them back. So enable them to get up to the net, nice soft, and she pops it up. And Wright and Kovalova laughing about how they're going to crush these guys. That looked out, but whatever. Another short return. Same thing happens here. Same thing happens here. We have... That looked out, by the way. I would have called that out. We have a weak return, which is capitalized by Kovalova. Not only weak, but kind of bouncy. So Kovalova just drives it into the center, and it's popped up by Gore, and Wright just puts it away. So they need to get their returns deep. Gore, that's a better return. A great third shot drive, and then she crushes the fifth. That looked out. And gets Riff to sort of pop up the seventh, and then Wright finishes it. Let's go over that one more time. I want to show you what Kovalova does well here. So watch Kovalova. Watch her hit the ball, and she follows her third. Watch how she attacks. Like, she's not just hitting her third shot and then watching it. She's getting her momentum going forward and getting ready for the return. See how as she hits it, she runs forward? And she's ready for the semi pop-up there and hits a great fifth, which Riff actually does a nice job hitting it back, but that shot was out. Again, they're being too nice with these calls. Another third shot drive into the net. So I think Kovalova and Wright are just like, you know what, let's just third shot drive it this game. These guys can't handle the heat. Semi-short return, but Gore hits his third shot into the net. Decent third by Gore, and Wright actually popped that up. I don't think Gore was expecting that. We have a little bit of cross court, and then a lob attempted, and oh, my roommates are home. Hold on, I gotta close the door. They're gonna think I'm crazy. All right, what do we got here? All right. Third shot right. Very nice. Very nice. So this point is all kinds of weird. I don't know how to dissect this point. Let's try to dissect this. Okay, let's dissect this. We have a great third by right, and then Gore surprises Kovalova, who was looking for a poach to the middle. Maybe she's really caught off guard by this shot towards the line. She probably unwisely tries to volley it instead of letting it bounce. She's way extended. And yet Gore, I don't know what Gore is. Gore, he had her in a good position there, reaching where she could only hit it upward. But for some reason, he was trying to cover the middle, or he thought she would go middle. And he is surprised by that shot, which he should have been ready for, and he should have put that away. Anytime someone is reaching down low, the ball can only go up. So your paddle should be ready for that upward ball coming at you, and he should have pounded that back down. But I don't know what he was expecting there. Anyways, he gets surprised by it. He pops it up. Kovalova with a nice downward angle overhead. Gore gets it back, though, and okay, so Riff hits it over, and Kovalova does a reaching, again, lob. Oh, hold on, let me back this up. My memory's just so bad. So he reaches up. That's actually not a terrible shot. I kind of like that. It's a surprise lob with the kitchen. But Gore is so tall, he hammers it. Well, that was just a wacky point right there. That was unacceptable. That's 10 push-ups for hitting a return out. Should never, I always tell people, that's why I make the big bucks teaching people. 3 shots you don't want to miss. Your serve, the return of serve, and your 4th shot, which is when your opponent hits your 3rd, and you hit it back to them in some shape or form. Should never, ever miss those shots. If you want to be a 4.5 plus pickleballer, you should never miss those shots. They're too easy for you to miss. Now, what I like to tell people is your serve, you should miss 1 out of 100. Okay, so that's allowable. 1 out of 100 serves you can miss. Your return, 1 out of 50. And your 4th shot, I say like 1 out of 40, or 1 out of 30 or 40 you can miss. But just strive to never miss those 3 shots. You should never, under any circumstances, miss 2 returns in a game. Then you have a consistency problem. Or miss 2 serves in a game. Again, we see another return of serve out. Now, maybe I'm just anal, but like, it's just unacceptable. Like, it's just, you cannot give away easy points in pickleball. You just cannot do it. It's just, it's going to separate you from the top end. You just can't do it. So we have 2 free points there for team tall people. Well, he's tall, but team engage, I should call him team engage. Another short return, which is just crushed by right. So they got 2 problems here. They got missing returns of serves and hitting returns of serve too short so that they can be crushed. That serve was almost out. Good third by Wright. Comes in with his fifth, cross court, nice and low. Kovalova loops it over to Riff, and she can't handle it. Third shot ripped by Wright. He handles the return and can't handle the sixth. And his fee is probably like 2-6 or 2-7 or something. Turn, a third shot drive, and then a fifth shot. Okay, so let me tell you the problem here. This is an error that you can fall into when you're not trying to, get your game really high. What you'll do is you'll do a third shot drive, like he does. You'll follow it up, like you're supposed to, and then they'll hit a low return, and you'll continue to try to drive a ball down at your feet. Now, what happens when you do this is you're going to drive the ball. You only have one direction to drive the ball, up, okay? And it's going to go right up into their wheelhouse. So you're either going to hit it into the net, or you're going to drive it up into their wheelhouse, or you're going to hit it way over their head, and it's going to go out. So fifth shot drive on a ball at your feet is a very low percentage shot. It's not a shot you want to do. Now you can get away with it on your average players. You can drive it up right into their chest and they pop it up, or they hit it into the net, or maybe you hit a winner if you hit it perfect, and a deflection or whatever. But any high-level player, 4-5 or higher, is going to crush that ball. So what you want to do with your fifth shot is just what you did like a regular third shot. You want to hit your fifth shot soft, so it drops over the net, and then you're already up at the kitchen. But you'll see him try to do a fifth shot when the ball's really low. And it goes into the net. And there you have same principle. Hitting a ball in no man's land when it's low, hard. It only has one direction to go, up. Okay? Up into somebody's wheelhouse, and it's going to get crushed. Nice third. Good, actually a good shot by, it was a good shot by Gore to pop Lucy up. He got her to lob it, sort of, and but he wasn't able to handle the overhead. Okay, there's another return of serve missed. Now, I feel like Gore and Riff kind of were like, well, we're playing these guys and they're just so good, and almost like they kind of just accepted defeat. And I don't like that. I don't think you should ever accept defeat. You should always try to stay competitive and win, even if it looks like you're going to get crushed. But then again, I'm not a very fun person to be around. Third shot drive by Wright. Handled nicely by Riff. And he can't get his fifth over the net. I don't know what the score is, but they're down by a lot. Third shot by Riff. Missed. She has a rather unorthodox swinging style. Turn by Kovalova. Another third shot drive handled by Wright. Put down. Wright just goes decent cross court, and Gore tries to hit a winner on a ball that is too low. Third shot right. So Gore tries to go at Kovalova, She's ready for it, brings it back to him, he pops it up, and right crushes it. I don't think the way to beat these guys at this point is to crush it at them. I think you have to try to dink it to Kovalova, I mean, at this stage in her career. Right goes hard third, fifth, and Riff can't handle it. It's like 13-2 or something. I don't know. Right with a hard third, gets Riff to pop it up. Not enough to take advantage. He goes cross court. Poaches all the way over. Kovalova tries to cover him. Good try there by Kovalova. You don't see the polished game that they have nowadays, but they didn't need it in this match. Good third by Wright, and Kovalova with a unwise lob on Gore. If Gore, the only way to lob it over Gore is to catch him by surprise. If he's looking for a lob, he's going to get crushed. Riff with a nice third, cross-court Kovalova. A crazy lob, which is way out by Riff. She really chokes up on her paddle. Actually, a good third. I like the play there by Gore with a good third, and he got a bit of a pop-up from Wright. He tried to capitalize on it, but he hit it too high. Right with the nice third, but a nice fourth by Gore. I think Wright popped that up a little too much. Maybe he was looking to poach middle, and Gore caught him over at the line with a shot. Third shot, drop, Wright. Riff keeps him back nicely. That was a nice shot by Riff to keep him back. I think it's 2-13 or something. Gore third shot drive. Again, same thing as before. He did a hard third. He tried to charge on his fifth, and the ball was too low, and he hit it into the net. So that's kind of called the kamikaze, when you hit a hard third and you just keep going. Like, even if they hit it low, you just keep hitting it hard. And it, like I said, it doesn't work. It doesn't work when you have good players ready for a hard fifth. We have nice soft third by Wright, hard by Gore, hits it over to Riff, she pops it up. Wright sends it to cross court, and then around the post by Gore. I don't know if that was in. Maybe they're calling that in, okay. Kovalova, good hard third, good up to the kitchen. It gets Riff to pop it up, and she capitalizes down the line. Wright moves over and takes the third, and Gore hits it into the net on his fourth. That's another shot I told you shouldn't miss, is your fourth shot. You guys have enjoyed that. That was basically an ass kicking, but it's fun to watch them in their early stages 2 years ago. Now, of course, they're the dominant mixed force out there.